younger, I learned that you shouldn't really show off. It was the hard way. Uh, Me and my brother, my mom, and I, we all went out to Berryessa Beach and we went to have a picnic. While we were there, my brother and I went over to the river, Chippewa River, and we're at the bank and we're checking it out. And I got the bright idea to jump in the water to show off to my brother that I could do it. And while I was in the water, I was on top of a cement slab, so I was completely safe, except the water was all the way up to my neck. And so we go and get my cousin that was there, Tia, and we ride her out. And she freaking watches me go back into the water right next to where I was. And I dip right under. And the first thing I remember doing is panicking. I tried swimming to the top, but I didn't know how to swim because I was only 3 years old at the time. And I put my hand all the way up at the top of the river, and then I went straight back under from the undertow. And the first thing I remember seeing is a rock. So I tried grabbing the rock, but when I grabbed it just at the edge, and it was all mossy. So I tried holding on, but I started letting go. And just as I let go, my aunt came out and saved me. I remember as she brought me up, I could see my mom still at the bank crying. And I was kind of scared because I knew that my mom wasn't going to be able to get me. The only reason why I was grabbed was because of my aunt. So afterwards, I told my mom how I felt. I told her that I was scared, but I didn't tell her I was scared of dying because I didn't know what dying was at the time. You know, you don't think about that. So I told her I was scared of the fishes and not of the water or not of breathing. And later on in life, I kind of learned that the only reason why I did survive that day is because of my brother and my cousin Tia telling my mom that I was under the water, but she didn't believe them. So she ended up having to look out at the river because she was told, and she realized that I was actually out there from when I put my arm up over the water. So that was kind of scary figuring out. And then later on in life, I learned about death. My brother, my mom, and I, we went to visit my grandpa George. He used to be this bigger man. He wasn't like overweight, obese, but he was like healthy. And he had jet black hair the last time I'd seen him. When we went to visit him, he was about as thin as a skeleton, and all of his hair was snow white. I just remember feeling scared because I realized like what dying was, and seeing my grandpa from like how he was to then in just like a matter of months was, I don't know, it blew my mind. So I watched him pass away, and it really got my mind thinking. It got me thinking so much that sometimes I would lay awake at night wondering when I was going to die, wondering what day it would be, or I'd be wondering about my parents, my friends, like who's going to go before me. And it would have me terrified because I wouldn't want to lose anyone that's close to me. Like, I love everyone as long as they love me. And I would sit there and I would cry and pray to God that no one would have to die. But as I started maturing in life, I started realizing that, you know, things have to happen for a reason. There has to be a new start to an end of life. Just because someone dies doesn't mean that it's the end of your world. It's the start of something new. know, it's something that you can learn from, because you actually learn from their life. You start to think about things that they have done, and you start to realize, you know, what you can do with your life. Yeah.
Cool. Well done, bud.